Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video, and today, in lieu of the new patch, we're going to see if my favorite god, Old Reliable, still works against potentially the new best soul laner in the game, King Arthur. This is a matchup that's very skill dependent historically, but now with Glad Shield returning and whatnot, we'll see if Amaterasu can still hold her own and still end up carrying games. We're right about to be at the #1 spot for Amaterasu as well, so a lot of pressure on this match. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to be going Frostbound Berserkers, Kin-size Shoguns into a Mantle or Spectral last item. And yeah, let's just get right started. So early in the game, what does Amaterasu have that's a big advantage? Great secure on buffs. Fairly good clear, but obviously not the best fight. So we're really going to just be playing to preserve our health bar, staying as healthy as we can in this laning phase without, obviously taking too much damage and probably not fighting. If we can get a little bit of a fight going that looks good for us, feels good for us, we can change our mind, but more likely than not, won't be fighting too much. Really want to avoid his abilities early on in this lane. So we'll be dashing away, doing a lot of this, kind of hitting the wave again to group it, and then running. That's a lot of what this lane is. It's how can we avoid getting hit by his abilities while simultaneously clearing, and if we can't avoid his abilities, how do we stay alive and not give up 1,000,000,000% of our pressure. Though, again, most importantly, as long as we are staying healthy, we're living, I'm fairly happy. So we'll dash this again, same idea. Try to group the wave on him. Don't manage to do it. He'll probably get the totem here. That's fine. I'm 3 first, so I can get a little bit of poke on him. And again, he gets that totem. That's really no problem by me. We see our jungle in mid and left mids, so we'll be able to probably do these camps pretty easily. And happy sight for us. Again, really just trying to keep healthy and get these camps so we can start with an XP lead. Our jungler's here, and that's just going to kind of sweeten the deal. But considering we have better secure, we'd be able to at least do this Naga anyways. Oh, that is so tragic. Oh no, okay. We might still be able to get him. Alright, you rock. So ideally, we hit our silence there, but it's really finicky, and sometimes you just kind of go through people. And unless I missed that, which I might have, but it feels like I went through him right there a little bit. Nonetheless, though, we get the kill. It's a good first blood for our team, at least. And this is really the big advantage that Amaterasu has, is we're able to just kind of out-secure everybody on these camps. You notice 238 already at the second rank of this ability. Really powerful. He just dashes forward here. We're going to hold our silence for his dash. And now he's just dead again. No TP now on this King Arthur, so we're not getting maybe the most organic lane experience because our jungler is hard camping left, but this is a strategy and it does work. A lot of setup on this character to assist in that. And yeah, so far a great start for us. We're getting closer to that Frostbound, which is going to be great for power, HP 5, a little bit of MP 5 as well, but mostly that power and HP 5, which is just going to be huge for farming and clearing. He might be dead here, unfortunately. That's too bad. It's okay, though. I can definitely defend my blue. This is really no problem if Hunbats decides to stay around. He looks like he's going to the red. I'm going to walk over to it. Don't think Hunbats realizes I'm here. Do manage to get the red, and this guy is just dead. So really, really important there. We just play patient. We look for where the bats is going. We can go do our blue. Arthur's going to be on his. And we don't reveal ourselves too early. We're able to secure the red, get the kill. And yeah, Tsukiyomi died at a somewhat unfortunate time, but that completely recovers and makes up for it. Definitely important there, by the way. Hold your secure for your camps. That was very sketchy right there, not holding it, but we do end up getting it anyways, and so far so good in this lane. And you're really not supposed to be super ahead at this point in time, so this is obviously a great look. Same idea though, we just play for secure, we're able to get our camp super easily. We have a losing wave right here, which is excellent for us, and we're just going to kind of hold a little bit, make him lose some farm. See how safe he's playing right now? He loses 2 minions just for that little hesitation. Now he's looking to back, because again, he doesn't feel comfortable, and he'll lose the 3rd minion. He's walking up now, but it's already kind of too late. And remember, I have Frostbound, so I'm able to kind of just walk at him, get my 2 off, walk back. We've lost nothing, literally, and he's lost 5 minions. So this is just super, super strong for us. We can continue to hold here, continue to freeze. I'll kill a couple of these minions just because I do want to get over to this totem camp and silver, but we are just building a lead. Our wave is going to win here, so we won't like get a perfect freeze here, but that doesn't really matter. I'm cool with, the wave starting to push up. He's going to be coming back soon enough anyways. What matters is that we're making him lose farm, and he's level 5 or level 7, and really comfortably too, just by kind of manipulating the waves, taking these short but effective fights. And obviously the ganks and stuff and the kill we got definitely did help, but it's all kind of combined. You know, building a lead is something you can slowly do all game. Gonna back up here a little bit. It seems like Hunbats was around and they were calling for me to back up. I had a very advantageous fight there and was doing great, but I'm gonna respect the potential rotation. We're gonna not really clear these minions for the same idea of just kind of making him need to walk up. It's not gonna be perfect or anything, but if I can just even do that little amount of damage, I'm super happy. I lose literally nothing for it. And he'll throw some abilities on me, but you're already noticing when we have this much of an advantage, we're able to just really kind of grow it very steadily and safely. Now, obviously, there is a risk if you are freezing of just losing camps, right? Or not losing camps, excuse me, getting ganked. This is also that thing I was talking about. Our ult got canceled. That's such a scam. Too bad. Okay. I think we would have been fine, but our ult didn't go off, which is sad. What I was going to say, though, is that, you know, when you are holding, you have that risk of getting ganked. Now, normally, if you have your ultimate up and whatnot, you are pretty safe, and it's not a big deal. This is ambitious. He does get the kill, at least, but he'll die for it, sadly. But normally, you know, it's fine. You're going to have to understand that you're putting yourself in some danger, and as long as you have your ultimate or something like that, should be safe. Right there, ult just did not cast in time, so it happens. That's a ping moment. Even though my ping's good, it's just the game sometimes doesn't really work. It's all good though. We're still ahead, right? So freezing is still good and just holding that tension is still good. I just kind of got a little bit unlucky there. Have our ultimate up in 40. And we are still ahead, so no reason not to fight. I understand he's got Glad Shield. It's not the end of the world. It's going to feel a little bit unfun, but still can definitely fight him as long as we are smart about our fights and playing patient. We don't want to be in the entirety of his combo and stuff because he'll heal a bunch and obviously get a lot of damage off. But if I can kind of fight him in little bursts like I just did, we'll be able to be really, really effective in this lane. Want to make sure I go get my ward a little bit aggressively right here. It's just going to help me with some vision. And we can do this camp here. So always playing to secure and all that stuff will just sort of get us ahead. He used his one, so I'm super safe. Now we get some more poke on him. We'll back up again. And just that habitual, continuous dash in, get some damage, peel out, Frostbound kind of alleviating our peel aspect with the slows. Makes it all like super simple, along with obviously having a really solid heal. And we'll just kind of go over here. A lot of the lane is supposed to be PvE. Obviously, I haven't played it. It's been a little bit more combative than what you would normally expect in an Ama lane, quite honestly, and we know Hunbats is ganking us now. So I'm just going to play safe, kind of bait myself. I have help coming, and I'm really not afraid here when we're this healthy, and I'm prepared for it. We'll rotate down to this. Obviously, Arthur is looking, but he's, again, not very scary. I know Glad Shield is a terrifying idea, but it's not the end of the world. That was a great Jean-Qui blink. And looks like there actually might not be much here, but we can still try a little bit. Seems like we are low health-wise as a team. This could go a bit poorly. We'll have to see. To get a lot of damage on this guy, though. And, yeah, Hunbats does end up falling. Horrific down by them as well. We'll be able to get this super simply. Frostbound applied on the RDO. Do have silence. I had to get that extra auto off to kill him, which is just kind of sad. So that's why I like held there a little bit, try to get that stand switch off. It didn't work, but it was worth a shot. Push this wave here so I can go to peel him. Oh, that's so sad. I stuck. I stink. Too bad. We're gonna have to run here. Yeah, that is so unlucky. Oh, we are missing so much. Tough, tough, tough. It's okay. Yeah, a little bit tragic. Probably shouldn't have went for the dive. I mean, obviously, if we just get that kill, I can path left and probably be out. But, yeah, a little bit of missing to start today, so that is okay. We can go Phalanx here or go Berserkers, both good options. Berserkers is usually a little bit better for the offensive side of things. They do have a decent amount of auto attack, though, so you're not going wrong either way. We're still ahead. Obviously did kind of throw some of our lead. This is not a clean start, but it still can be a great video. Don't need to worry about really awkward starts for ruining it. You've got plenty of time still to kind of recover this match and make it a lot better. And we're really not behind again, so shouldn't be super concerned. Definitely am not. I might not go a... Oh, we got a pause coming maybe. Here's that point of the just securing though. We're able to just kind of do it pretty easily. Might be going for a pause here though in just a second. We'll have to see. This guy's here. Is there a gank coming? There is. We can just back up now. We're more than okay. Let's see if this Hunbats actually looks for me though. It looks like he won't. So yeah, a little bit of a poor start. What I might do here is I might go into my defense item first before I go damage. Glad we're unpausing, that's good. But I might go defense before I go like an X Hurricanes here just because they do have a lot of CC and that's generally, you know, not a great idea to rush damage into a lot of CC. But I don't have to, and this guy is here, as expected. We actually were immune anyways there. We were out of range, but make sure you just ult the ult. Let's blink ult. And yeah, we're all good. We can probably just do this Bull Demon King right now really quick. But yeah, what I was saying though is so far we've had a pretty bad game, honestly. This is like my worst Snom game in a while, but it's about how you finish. And the most important thing that I was talking about is our farming good? Sure. Our execution has been pretty poor this game, but as long as you're farming well, you're going to give yourself opportunities to play well. And that's really, really important because you could count like me ulting and ulting an auto attack hit back towards the Hunbats there and not following with my ult on, you know, those other people because I thought he wouldn't have died if not. You know, just little decisions like that that aren't great, but again, we should be okay at this spot. Really important here, we go for all these secures. Remember, we have better secure than he does, so as long as we can withstand his poke, which we've done a great job of doing so far, these should be very, very easy eventualities for us. We can start it if he walks over. He's not walking over, he's going straight to his blue. I've got two options here, either retreat to my blue or start Bastions and then go to my blue. I'm going to start Bastions and then go to my blue afterwards, and we should be all set. The reason I'm starting Bastions here is because like my blue's like guaranteed. So I may as well just like push the wave first and get one. Fights are not going too hot for the squad. That's alright though. It'll get better. It's no troubles. I can do this too. We got this here. A little bit rough so far for the team, but that's still okay. Cronus is going to be very, very fed. I'll have to kind of deal with him. I think we can do decently into him. But yeah, that is the object of attention for the time being. We can head over to their back camps here. And probably just get them really quickly. Now, ideally, we're doing bulls a little bit more frequently, but it is a bit tough because some of our fights gone a bit south, and obviously when you're behind, you can't be as proactive as you might want to be. So we'll kind of see and just hold off for now. Getting ulted here, there's zero threat to this, so I don't care. We can even fight him here a little bit just for fun. Don't have to either, does not matter. I do want to get the silver camp really quick, so again, we saw Hunbats kind of far away, so I'm really not worried about this. Again, we auto it down, and then out secure him super easily. Tsukiyomi is here. This guy, again, doesn't have upgraded ult. Oh, he does. Never mind. He should just be dead here. It's his beads down. We'll follow him with our ult. And yeah, we do a pretty hard commit left, but we kind of have to. This game's not going super well in dual lanes, so do what you need to, I guess. We'll get a left tier 1 here. Keep farming, keep pushing it out. And this is sort of one of those matches where we're just racing against this Kronos right now. And whoever hits 20 gets kind of the big, impactful rotation first is going to win the game. And he's ahead of us right now, big time. He's 8-0. So right now we're losing. But, you know, doesn't mean we have to continue to. We can start TPing mid here. Try to make some play. It's already gone. I'll TP to right. And I'm going to try to wrap around on this Kronos maybe. I mean, I think it's worth a shot. This guy's 16. Yeah, so he just absolutely ented. And again, we use our damage. We use our 2 at the end of his ultimate thing, so we can just burst him down. It's a really smooth pick. Hint size, which we decided to go for, is going to be crucial for this fight, so we can just auto down whoever we want to. Playing for dashes at this point. catch the RDO, and she's just going to be frostbounded down the whole fight. Awesome, good job. And yeah, now Pyromancer looks like it's free. We have an ADC split pushing right, so he'll be getting farm. Really kind of everything that we need. I'm actually going to peel back here, come over, get the silence off, and hopefully this is a kill. It's a great blink, though. We'll have to see. We do get him. Yeah, it took a little bit of extra time, but blink down from Hunbats. I'm going to rotate over to this. And again, like I mentioned, it is all about how you transition those fights. Who cares if you have a bad start? We've begun the recovery. It's not over yet, but we've definitely begun it. Hopefully Charybdis doesn't just end after all that we just did for her. That would be really, really lame. This chest camp is up, so I do want to get it. Oh, it seems like Medusa did it, sadly. That's alright. Can come over to the left side of the map. This Arthur is pretty low on mana. No way he died. That is so criminal. Do block the ultimate. And so at least we'll get a kill out of it, looks like. Oh, that's so sad. I just missed that one. Okay, nice job. This ADC is so annoying. He's playing bad and spamming surrendering. Like, that's crazy. Like, we can win. It's all good. It is all good. He just needs to not die. Just super simple. You just run away. Kronos does have Hasten, which is going to be a big pain in the butt, but should be okay. It is kind of like a release of actual power that he's going to be having, so he's going to be able to kite super strong, but if I can get a dash on him, frostbound him just one time with one auto attack, we've got ourselves a great opportunity to just sort of kill him. We get Shoguns here. Probably don't have to actually worry about Spectral this game because they don't really have crit, so Midgard or Spirit Robe is going to be our choice of a build here. What is he doing? What the hell? He can just dash. I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, all he has to do there is dash and he just is out. Or at least he buys time. He's definitely just sort of inting. We'll get one kill here. We have to play a little bit safe just because this Kronos is gigantic. Doesn't mean that we can't win this fight. Just have to be a little bit patient about it. Arthur's here now. I'm fine. We're playing definitely to defend here, not to aggress. So be a little bit careful about it. Can get this this green mask here, or green buff here. He's crippled. Get an ultimate off here. Did force an ult. That is like pretty good. I don't know. I mean, there's a chance for this fight to be strong. Gonna get a silence on him into the stun. He will just get CC pops. We're gonna come back to this again. This fight's not over just yet. Gonna auto this Kronos now. I do have beads, remember. And with this Frostbound, we are absolutely not afraid. And that's the thing about Fatalis, is that like you really don't actually have power with the item. So you're gonna be fairly weak in comparison to maybe some other items with that. I'm gonna kind of rotate around here and wait. I do have beads, so I'm not super afraid. Caught her dash, and she is just dead. Silenced him. We'll have a Frostbound in a little bit. Might be out. That's okay, though. Again, our farming's good. We'll go over to gold. This is just a super fighting game, but we are coming out on top every fight. Just focusing out this Kronos, understanding he's really not a huge damage threat with Fatalis. Obviously, the build is strong, but if we can auto-attack, speed slow him and stuff, he can't kite us, right? So we have great gap pose, really good into these kinds of characters. And definitely showing our value so far, which is always great. We're going to reset right now. I want to get something that's a bit shared prots because Kronos is obviously hurting, but Medusa will be 2 and stuff, so we'll go into a Spirit Robe here. Gives us a little bit of cooldown too. Having a bit of cooldown is really important on Amaterasu because you do want to have your ults up a little bit more frequently. It's not the lowest, or it's not the longest cooldown in the world anymore after some buffs, but it's still nice to kind of have it more frequently and whatnot. Pyromancer's coming up. I want to make sure to get to that soon. If I can force this Arthur out, that would be good, but Hunbats is here, so we'll probably just play back. The thing is I want to get a bomb off on this, so I'm actually going to just do that right now. We got it off. That thing got hurt a decent amount. I'm going to TP over from this teleporter, and they're diving really deep, so even if our Charybdis dies, I mean, I can't imagine this goes bad for us. This looks really, really good. Yeah, that guy is dead. This Medusa is like forced now. Like, what does she kind of do? Just immune the dash there. This is super smooth pick. We can silence this out, just get some autos off on the RDO. Now we can come back. Obviously, again, not the cleanest fight in the world, but it will be a winning fight in the end. Even if we lose a lot of people. This guy never dies. Nice job. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so these scrappy fights and stuff, when everyone else is the attention, again, Cryptus will not act it for her life. I think we got a real stinker in this one, but you know, it'll benefit us in the end. So that's kind of the goal and idea. Can do Pyromancer here super easily. It was a 5 for 3 trade, or 5 for 2 trade actually. I can actually, you know, I can take this. So generally speaking, junglers do take those camps there, those pyro bombs, or supports do. But on Ama, because I'm like a split push character to some extent, and I'm an auto attacker who's building kind of hybrid, it is actually okay for me to pick it up. The only disadvantage is that obviously right now, like, I can't buy a ward, which is why I don't love it. And I'd love to normally pull fire here, but I just don't trust our ADC at all. Like, he's proven to just not be trustworthy, so I can't count on him. We can still do fire, the rest of us, us four, no problem, but we just kind of need to see one of them fall down first. So if we can get a pick, I feel great for our chances. I want us to walk around by it, not so much to do it yet, but just to kind of like open up the opportunity to get a pick by forcing people over. So yeah, that's kind of the idea and kind of the goal. And I do plenty of burn damage, so it's not like I'm helpless on that front either. I'm going to kind of hover mid. We hear Medusa was on red right there, so we're just going to kind of wait. I got a little bit of poke on her. She's walking up now. Now she's at 38%-ish, we'll say. Now we can probably... That was a weird number, 38%, but it seemed accurate. Now their team's grouped here, but we're starting to rotate, and one person's out of the fight. I'm going to just get on this Chronos here. That's unlucky. Still is going well, though. This already was getting destroyed. Hunbat's used everything. Chronos has nothing now. And yeah, this will go well. We did silence him there, by the way. It just doesn't always register that we silence in those spots. We'll bond this left tier 2, and we can just do it. And rotate back over to mid right now. That is the plan. That's the plan and the goal. Oh, that is really bad. So it's really important in a spot like that, if a kill's guaranteed, just, like, don't in for it. Because, like, we're going to kill her eventually. Kill him eventually, excuse me. So we just don't need to, like, risk anything like that, because if she just backs up, we get him, excuse me, and it's all good. Nonetheless, though, we get 2 tier 2s. I mean, again, it's another winning trade. We got both Chronos actives. Vexel had a great ult in, so a lot of impact and value on that play, and we'll head back over to gold, finish this out. Beacon is also coming up. I'm not sure if I'll stay for that, but I can TP back, so all kind of choices. And Gold Fury, or excuse me, Fire Giant eventually is, of course, our play. I could have also just go Mantle here. It's not bad, but I do like Spear Robe for the mitigations I get when I'm CC'd, and they've got a decent amount of it. I would love to defend this beacon, I just don't have help right now. Zhong is coming, so I'm going to kind of like bide my time a little bit. Hunbat sees me, I do have beads, so I'm actually just going to play aggressive here. This won't kill him, but will force his ult. And he's running right into our team, so this has to at least be like, okay. Back up. Okay. Didn't work out as well as I wanted it to, but that's fine. I use my beads, I force Chronos Bat's ult. And we do get the beacon, so like, it's not the best play in the world, but it's definitely not bad. We'll get a beacon, which gives us a little bit of damage, and obviously structure damage as well. Definitely a win there. And yeah, my bees are down, but I should be able to play pretty safe. Again, I'm really forcing a fight to get my beads burnt. Unless Hunbats holds it for me to engage, but if he does do that, I think we have literally zero risk of dying anywhere else. And I can always just ult his ult, so I don't need to, you know, force and rush my ult. I think it's a really unnatural play for Hunbats to, like, specifically look to ult me. So again, there's a small chance I guess I could die. Maybe I'm doing a disproportionate amount for, like, one person, but if they expend that much and hold that much for me, it should actually be fine. Now, I'm going to look to force this right now. We have great burn, and they're not super prepared. Now, we want to take this fight. It is actually okay for us to just play for secure here, but we do want to take this fight. This is Aegis Force there, and he's actually probably just dead. Yeah, beads taken as well. This guy's going to get stunned. This is beads down as well. We'll back up here a little bit. Just kind of wait. Medusa used Aegis right there. Thorns on that guy. I'm going to come back to the team here. Try to play Peel. We'll get the silence out on this guy. He teleported right to us. Beads Force, slowing this RDO. Kins and that thing can go finish this now. And yeah, a lot of Actives Force. Nobody died. Really great. The whole thing is like we just chase and try to kill whoever is walking up in those situations. We have a bomb, so we could play secure, but it's way easier to just take the fight when they walk in. And it's that threat that I really love Ama with, is that even if we're not playing to do the fire, just asking that question and forcing people out of the position, like, absolutely changes everything, right? So we're able to do that, and it kind of went big for us. Rotate over to this now, and Vexel just destroys him. Love to see it. We'll get mid here, and then people are spawning, so I think we should just go right, to be honest. This looks like a little too aggressive for my liking, just because we have so much gold on our peoples as well, that it seems like a little dodgy. We probably can path left if we really wanted to. I'm going to play a rock here and just kind of hold it. Yeah, I'm just going to go on this guy. I know I'm by myself. Okay, we can just back up. It's fine. That's all good. Yeah, if there was something, there was. If not, it's no problem. I went for it. Didn't really get anything. We use our ult. Who cares? We just don't want to take this fight too hard after. I mean, we have a chance to make it work. It just can be a little bit scary. They are actually, like, right skewed right now, and Hunbats is still not alive, so we have a little bit of time to do this. These guys' Pat's super scared. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, we just back up. It's all good. We back up. Now this is a really bad fight. Yeah, they shouldn't have path safe. They should have just path aggro. I know it's scary to path aggressive, but the idea is, like, if they're running right and we're left, we can just do it. Obviously, again, won't happen in this instance, but was the idea. Don't want to use a dash in because that'll just happen to me. Sifu goes in. I love the confidence. Doesn't really work out. That's okay, though. We got 2 Phoenixes, and I'm going to be able to just run out, so yeah, no problem. Again, was an aggressive call. Maybe I could have just called to go in earlier, but you know, it's okay. It is okay. We'll reset here. They don't get anything. They'll get a tier 1, maybe a tier 2. And we should be good. I can go for this Kronos and try to force an active here. There's only 2 people. I'm actually not very afraid of him. He used his 3. Oh, this freaking RDO is so painful. That's horrific down. I'm totally fine here, so it's no problem. That is my beats, though, unfortunately. I got his horrific, is what it is. I mean, I can live with that. Definitely don't want to end here. I'm not worried about these 2. I'm worried about what's coming after, maybe. But if we can just get on this guy, see, that's what I was worried for. But we're fine, because, again, we didn't dash. Really important there. We're just holding our abilities until we know it's safe to kind of use them. But we got a Hunbat's ult. We forced some other stuff as well. Horrific, obviously. Some health bars are low. I'm totally fine. I could have dashed in aggressively there. I was a little bit scared, I won't lie. Force that guy's ult. This guy's going to be ulting too. I have that ward there. I'm going to just kind of, like, rotate around here a little bit. And we're going to see if we can cut to mid. That guy backs. Too bad. Okay, there might not be anything here. That's fine. We'll just do Pyromancer and, like, again, it's all good. They got a tier 1 tower for killing 4, mind you, so in the end, we're pretty happy with that, I think. I'm going to just hold off and wait a little bit. We do have fire for 30, so if somebody does overextend, I'm the only person with it, but, like, I still can definitely do a lot. I don't have beads. Have to be a little bit conscious of that. Just kind of holding, waiting out a little bit. But I'm feeling pretty good about this. So this Fire Giant, what do we want to do? Biggest thing is kind of just like what we did last fight. Bait someone forward and then just go on them. You know, it's a little bit easier when it's the ADC who's walking forward because other people are low, forced out, or dead. This time it'll be the frontliners. That makes it a bit more complicated because if we go on them, they're going to have help. But even then, we get some poke to start the fight, something like that. It should be pretty smooth nonetheless. Actually about to get a 3k pot. Did not even realize. Steal that. Don't have beats for 40, so I'm going to be a little bit cautious. Just a bit. We see Hunbats walking away. We'll kind of path down and just sort of wait out. They have a good defense on this fire though, like absolutely. So we can lose the game here, which is always not fun, right? That's never a great feeling when everything that's been happening this game is, you know, now back under jeopardy. So we got to be a little bit careful, but do have a decent chance to convert this. So not gonna worry too much just yet. This is a great pick opportunity on this guy. We're just going to turn around for the Medusol, and we are good. We'll pull fire now. And again, what's the point? The frontliner is dead. Who's going to walk in now? Ardio? If Ardio walks in, we should be able to burst her down. If the backliners walk in, obviously, we burst them down. Just ult the Hunbat Soul. Crib just immuned it, and he is just dead. We're going to stick right back to this. And if somebody walks up, we see a pretty good zone by the Kumba and the Suki right there. We can just finish it and look for a push. We have EFG on 5 people right now. Best play to make right now is to split the map a little bit. So I'm going to head right. Maybe I'm going to head left, wherever it might be. Opposite side of these other people, especially with picks, it's free Phoenixes. If we can find a fight earlier too, that's also fine. But if not, looking for a split is totally valuable. Yeah, this guy's just like dead. Okay, I mean, that works too. That always does work. Awesome. Okay, so that whole split idea doesn't work when we just win the game. But the plan is that I can go right while they're in mid and backdoor that super easily because I have plenty of attack speed and power and whatnot. But a smooth match, like I mentioned, the early game a little bit rough. We were 1-1 and 2. We ended after that 8-1, or we were 1-2 and 4 at some point. So we ended up like 8-0 and 18 or something. So, you know, you're going to have some rough earlies time to time, and that is all good. Just poor play. But we farmed, and because of that, we were able to kind of have, like, good spots, like I was saying. Now, my points won't update right away, but that should actually be our game to number 1. So 53,000 damage on Amaterasu right there. Love to see it. 56k mits. I'm going to quickly verify and show this, right, so I'm not lying. But yeah, our points haven't registered yet, but we should be number 1 off of that win, which is always something you like to see. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to see other characters, let me know. I think our conclusion from this is that Ama is still pretty okay. So, thank you as always for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys sometime soon. Peace.